All right, folks, we are hopefully officially back. We'll see. Been battling a little bit of an injury. It's been 2 weeks to the day since I think I kind of messed myself up outside with all the crazy weather, but doing something a little bit different today. I don't know if you guys caught the title and the thumbnail, but we'll let a couple people get in, and I'll ask you if you notice if there's anything different that you see. We'll see if anyone can guess it or picks up on anything. Grip and Sip, welcome back, brother. Appreciate it. Anyone notice anything? Maybe, maybe not. I was hoping there'd be a couple extra people. Hopefully, if you're in here, say what's up in the chat. I actually, I had this idea and I figured this out like 3 weeks ago, and I've had to kind of sit on it for the past 2 weeks or so while I haven't been able to play. But I think it'll be pretty cool once we get going here. Just to manage expectations, though, I'm just going to be hitting literally 2 clubs in my putter today. So we're going to take some easy swings. I took about 10 swings earlier, and it felt okay. So we're not doing anything besides 60, 56, and then putting. We'll hit some balls on the range, maybe do the ladder, and pitch and putt probably with twisted sticks. Still no guesses in the chat. Either it doesn't look any different or there's no one in here yet, but all right. Final opportunity if you see anything different. Yes, no, maybe. Oh, well. What about now? Only thing I see is the multi-driving range spots. What about now, Grip and Sip? What about now? Kind of cool? What do you think? You guys will have to let me know. I've been excited to show this off, but I've been excited to show it off. You can let me know if I was debating if I wanted the side camera on or not, but Bob Chung, what's up, crushing it? It's funny you said that. So I had this idea, freaking awesome. I've been working on a couple things. You guys, because you're members, you saw the other thing, which was the bigger thing, but I was also excited about this too. I had the idea maybe 3 weeks, a month ago, and I started thinking there was actually one guy I used to watch, like, what's up, Bauer Golf? Guy I used to watch like 2-3 years ago. This is cool. What's up, Lefty? I was going to message you, Murph, and I don't want to spoil it, though. There's a guy I used to watch, and I used to go back and forth. He was outside in California. He was using a SkyTrack and TGC 2019. His name was Smoke Sim Golf. I think he's changed it a couple times, but I think he was the first person I saw. And then funny you mentioned Bob Chung. I only thought of that a couple days ago. One of his streams popped up on like the recommended. Still, definitely not 100%, unfortunately. Sharing this wizardry, I'd be interested. I'm still not 100%. Unfortunately, I was feeling better the past couple days. It was exactly 2 weeks ago when we had the first snowstorm and got a ton of snow. And I think having had like 2 weeks, I literally did nothing for 2 weeks pretty much in terms of like physical activity. Yeah, I can let you guys know in the members. It's nothing crazy. There's a couple ways you can do it. I tried a couple different things, so it took a little while to get figured out. But Hoping that it was 2 weeks ago to the day when we got. It was when the Patriots were playing 2 weeks ago. We got that first snowstorm like Sunday into Monday, and it was like 6 to 8 inches of like super wet, heavy snow rather. And that was when I lost power. Poor Sticeman just got power back like 2 days ago, but unfortunately, I couldn't do. Can you do straight down the line? I don't think so. I tried a couple different things, and this one seemed the best. I lost power like poor Sticeman. Anyways, I think what I did, I'm hopeful, definitely overused from golf, but I don't think it was necessarily like directly golf related, which I'm hopeful of. I think what did it was because I lost power, I had to try to pull start both the snowblower and the generator when we lost power. So I think it was, now that I think back on it, it wasn't like any kind of like sharp pain as soon as I did it, but putting my entire body into trying to pull that super stiff and heavy, the pull cord for the engine. I think that's what did it ultimately. So all that to say, I'm hopeful that because it wasn't directly golf related, like I heard it 100% playing golf, that I can come back and hit some easy shots like this. But we'll see. What do you think about the camera, though? I was pretty excited. I sent it to a couple people like 2 weeks ago when I kind of got straightened out. It was unfortunately like 2 days before that big snowstorm where I got things kind of figured out, and they've been pretty much kind of just on ice since then. But I know it doesn't look perfect, but I don't know if it ever will. I think it's good enough though for the time being. I may have to tweak stuff a little bit, but. Really getting into the game. So what I did, I thought it was a funny little video. When I first got it, where I was like relatively happy with it, I stood back here. Maybe I'll post it, but I stood back here and I went, GSPro, it's in the game. And then I walked up and hit a shot. Gonna get the Omni. I hope so. 429 turbo. I'd love to get it and test it and whatnot. But in terms of dropping $1,600, it's not like I have an extra $1,600 that's burning a hole in my pocket. The original one works good, so I don't know. I'm hoping maybe Square. I can maybe get one. I don't know, but I'd love to test it out. It seems like an awesome unit, but I mean, $1,600 isn't exactly like toss away money, so. Pretty fun watching all of the no putts given matches so far. For as much as I promote the product, they should send you a unit. I mean, I would think so too. It's not like I've tried to reach out to them a couple times, and they're like everyone says, their customer service is terrible. It wasn't because of an issue, but I was just trying to get in contact with them, whether it's like a discount code for you guys or something. But they haven't been, whether they haven't seen it or not, I don't know. They haven't been super receptive, I would say. And like I paid, I really haven't. I don't think I've got anything for free, to be honest. I paid everything full price, like between my Garmin R10, this. So like everything that I say is like 100% I bought and wasn't like supplied anything. So whether possible, because maybe I also say some of the good things and bad things, maybe they don't like that. I don't know, but crowdfund you for an Omni if they won't give you in exchange for the informational videos. I appreciate it, Murph, but same thing. Like for me buying it, or even you guys, it's a lot of money. So it's not like a $200 add-on thing. Trade in on my Square. I heard rumblings of that. Terrible is an understatement. 1,000 to 1,100. I don't know though, Crush. I mean, depends what you get for it. You could sell it now before the other one's out and probably get decent money for it. But I know it's a different price range. But you would assume the prices of the home edition and those sales will slow down when the new one is actually available for purchase. The thing is though, like for me, yeah, I'd like to use it and all that stuff. But in terms for me, it would be more of like testing and like doing the reviews and like informational videos like you guys are saying. So I would still want this one to possibly do like a side-by-side kind of thing. And like if anything ever happened to this, like I still have my Garmin too. Haven't used that in a while, but just in case, I know they did, I may do a video. They did an update on Home T Hero. I'd have to pay, I think, $10 to show you guys it, but stuff like that. Did I pre-order? I did not. I debated. Obviously, it's only $50. The $50 isn't the issue. It's the other 1,550 after that. The problem is, it's like, so I didn't pre-order, so I know for a fact I'm not going to be one of the very first people. So it's kind of down to like, I don't know if someone happens to supply one, but I don't know. But as much as I say that, there's also a reason why there aren't a ton of companies and whatnot reaching out, because there's obviously bigger channels that do a better job and all that stuff that do it. So I'm not blind to the fact that they have probably better opportunities if they only have a certain amount of units that they want to send out. I probably won't be one of them. So. Do we try the pitch and putt? I'm kind of curious. I only tested the camera and whatnot out on the range. I'm kind of curious what it looks like. It may not look the best on the course. I don't know. It may look a little bit wonky, but I'm excited to see what it looks like after the fact. I only did like recorded a short little video just to see how it looked. You think it would be cooler without this down the line camera, or you like both? Shout out to Captain Frank, not only for all the work he does with Thursday Thunder, also with this No Putts Given. He's been going crazy, but also he was the latest person to become a member, so I added him down below earlier. You guys should be seeing his name. I'm trying to kind of keep my abs and lower body somewhat stationary, so it's a lot of armsy. I usually don't, that was a little bit toey, but I usually don't draw my wedges. It has been so cold though. I mean, overall, to have an injury pop up that put me sidelined for 2 weeks, it wasn't ultimately the worst timing ever, because even today's like the warmest it's been in probably about 10 days, and it's still 28 degrees in here. Like, I think it's Saturday. Unfortunately, it's going to get colder again. Saturday coming up, I think it's supposed to be like a low of -6 degrees, and that's without the wind chill. So with wind chill, you're probably -10, -15, -20. Depends how windy it is, but it's been brutal. All right, let's do a little. We'll do a little ladder action. See if we can hit numbers. Rusty is going to be an understatement in terms of feel if we end up doing like Twisted Sticks pitch and putt. Has anyone, I know it's only Monday, has anyone done that yet that's in Twisted Sticks? We're going to stop at 80. I don't even know if we'll be able to get up to there. Needed 1, attempts 3, distance step 5, 10%. Has anyone done, not yet. I was wondering if anyone's done it to see if there are any longer holes. I went into this saying I'm coming back probably sooner than I should, but I went into it saying I don't want to do anything stupid. So I'm literally not even going to take out any other clubs besides 56, 60 and my putter. So if it happens to be a long one and we play that like 100 yards or 110, I'm just going to hit my 56 and then probably a 60. Hit the sim. I had to fire up the propane heater for a good hour before it's tolerable. Where are you at, Skyboxer? Pushing past 30 for the first time in a few days. Yeah, same thing here. I think it was like 30, 31, 32 for the first time in like 10 days or something. Supposed to see some plus temps. Plan on getting some rounds in. West Virginia. I'm in New England, so northeast. What do we got? 25. All right, we need 20, and I'm hitting at 25. To be fair, this first one's always the toughest because it's the smallest. We may be here all day. What mode is this on GSPro? This is the ladder, Josh. Grip and Pray Golf. We got Grip and Sip over on the other one. Grip and Pray Golf. This is the ladder within the practice range. So you just load up the practice range, and then up on the top left, next to like the clipboard, you can drop the ball, quick CTP, and then next to that, there's a little drop down where you can go into standard or ladder and then set it up. You can do whatever distances you want, 25 up to, I think, probably like 300-ish. Right now, my sim's packed up so I can park in the garage because it's cold. Yeah, it's freezing here, too. The last electric bill was 50% higher than my max ever before. Blame it on leaving the door open in the garage with a small heater. Yeah, Bogeyman goes a step above a propane heater and just leaves his garage door into the house open to heat it up. Never done that. Have to try it. Yeah, it's good for. This is literally the first time I've hit a ball in 2 weeks. Actually, it's even a little bit longer. The last time I played was with Big Dog on Saturday. 2 weeks ago. Man, it's just, I can't get 20. It's either 25 or like 17. Always do the dynamic holes. I don't do a ton of that for the random distances. I don't do a ton of the dynamic. Most times it's just, maybe. Do we finally get it? All right, we finally got it. That's the toughest one. I have it set to 10%, I think, for the circle. So as we get out to like 90 yards, it'll be obviously 9. That one was only 2.5, so this one's 3 yards wide, or I guess left and right. I don't know how they do it, but I just usually do the standard range, or this is just good for like if I hadn't hit wedges in a while, if I hadn't been playing good with wedges or something like this, just to try to start hitting numbers again. When you get back in the sim, you're going back to basics, correcting your swing habit. What's your miss 420 turbo? Do you think now the PGA show is over, will we get updates for the Square, or is that a thing of the past? I'm running the Square, Josh. In terms of Tony 2 times, in terms of updates, like hardware updates, probably not a ton. You'll maybe get 1 or 2 over the next year. I would say it's been a while since we even had one of these, but there is supposed to be probably right around the time I would assume when the Omni start shipping in late March, early April. There's supposed to be an update for the app, which apparently we'll be able to use if you use the Square app. You'll be able to take advantage of it with the original one. But yeah, I wouldn't count on any groundbreaking hardware updates out of the Home Edition. I wouldn't think. Maybe they surprise us, but I don't know. To be fair, I was saying it all along when I first got it. They were doing updates seemingly every like 2 weeks. And I said during that time, like, this is awesome, but there's going to be a time where they slow down. And to be fair, they've gotten the unit to where it's really, really accurate and really good. So they don't really need, in my opinion, to update a ton and fix a ton of stuff. But what's up, Take It Low? Appreciate it. Hitting right and slicing again. Thanks for the follow, Josh. Garage Golf 19, appreciate the follow. So if you're slicing it and hitting it right, I was talking to Shelby Turbo Talon the other day. He was trying to get a little more, or I guess a little bit less over the top. There's a lot of ways you could be slicing it, but really it only comes down to your club path and really your club face. So most likely you're swinging out to in, across the ball, over the top, with probably an open face. What's up, Danko? What the heck is this? GSPro in the game. Ridiculous. All right, we're going to hit this 40. We hit it 40. Still trying to swing easy for once in my life. Going. Oh. How's it look? I checked it quick. I know if I get too close over here, my head gets cut off a little bit, but yeah, I agree, Tony, 2 times. I mean, they white Crocs, way too cold for white Crocs today, Grip and Sip. I agree, Tony. They I always said I had the Garmin R10, so they basically really shook up the market and changed things, because at $600, the Garmin R10, what was that, 4 years ago, whatever it was. I'm gonna swing a 56. I don't need to swing hard. They really shook up the market to where the average Joe, that was the first time a launch monitor came out under $1,000. MLM2 Pro, I don't know. I almost got one. I'm not a huge fan of it. And then for sure the Square, first under $1,000 optical unit, and in my opinion blows the Garmin R10 and the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro out of the water for the price. And yeah, I mean, I always go back to like Joe Legowski type of testing videos where, I mean, he does it side by side with like a GC3. No unit's perfect, and for $700, it's definitely not going to be perfect. But for the vast, vast, vast majority of us out there, unless you're like a PGA coach, maybe college golfer or above type of level, I think the Square is more than enough to be able to play sim golf and work on your game and all that stuff. And I mean, for $1,600 for the Omni, that's going to disrupt a lot of things too. I think that's going to take a lot of market share between Still under 1,000, you still only have those three, but basically from 1,000 up to about, you can make an argument up to $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for really, like, I would say $1,000 up to really about the GC3. Anything in between, I think the Omni is going to be a really good, cheaper alternative. Can you figure it out so it looks down the line in the game? No, not really, because the projector messes with it and stuff like that. Most likely, no. Trying to swing easier and get a little more of that snap of the, kind of snap the whip, so to speak, at the bottom to create a little bit more speed without swinging as hard. Apologies with the slice thing, though. My cliff notes to fix a slice, which I had the first handful of years, 3 to 5 years, whatever, 2 to 5 years, I had an uncontrollable slice. So for me, what helped the most was drop your back foot back. Everyone always says that, but really more than that, you have to get comfortable swinging out towards first base. On a baseball diamond, you probably think you're lined up and swinging towards second base, which would be right down the middle. Most likely you could be lined up there, but most likely you're probably closer to third base and you're probably swinging. You maybe not feel it, but you're probably swinging out towards third base. So you need to get into the habit of starting the ball right of center. So like HLA is good. That was 0.2 to the right. You got to get the ball starting right to center, swing out towards first base. And I have the feeling of keeping my back to the target. So some people that come over the top, they're lined up like this, pretty open. And then the first thing that goes, because they want to hit the ball hard, they come this way. And it's a lot of upper body kind of chopping down and across. You're going to feel like your back stays more this way. Kind of let your hands drop here. And then a really good drill is, I have the feeling of to be able to release the club and square it up. If you're going to play ping pong or tennis, if you're going to hit a forehand with your right hand, if you're a righty, and you're going to put topspin on the ball, that's kind of the feeling for me, to be able to release the club. So you start it out to the right, you feel like you put topspin on it, and then the ball comes back to the left. Bilbo T. Swaggins, I like that name. What sim am I rocking? It's the Square Golf launch monitor, and the software is GSPro. Still looks awesome. Sticking with the Square, $1,600 for the Omni. Being retired on fixed income is going to decide that. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm kind of at too. Like, I don't think I'm going to, one, really be able to, or two, super enthused to drop $1,600. So I think a lot of people will be in that camp. I think the way, for me personally, like if I'm paying full price for it, to me it's more of the Omni versus the Home Edition. The Omni is more of a want than it is a need for me. I don't know if you guys are the same. If money's not a major concern and you just want like the fun new toy, by all means. But obviously, you would think it's going to be more accurate with 4 cameras versus 2. But I still haven't heard if it's going to do putting or not. I don't know how that hasn't really come out, but it will have club speed. I think for me, the biggest thing is you can use any ball, which is really nice. But at the same time, like I said in my original video, you can buy a lot of balls for $1,000. Probably wait till the year after the Omni comes out, make sure the bugs get ironed out. Yeah, I mean, they're going to sell like hotcakes. A lot of people that I think will be getting them for the first time. I'm sure there'll be people that upgrade, but got any tips on how to take Hoosier down? No, I'm going to be kind of going in. It's been too cold to even come out and practice putting. I'm going to be going in kind of cold too against Ryan, ASU Golf, first round here. Had a slice of fix it, draw on the ball. Took some time off due to the cold. Came back and now his swing went back. Yeah, it's tough. So like, as much as I can tell you what worked for me and how I feel like you could change it, it's going to come down to reps. You're the one that has to put the hard work in and try to get your real versus feel to match up, your mind and your body to work up, or to match up. And it takes time to kind of cement that swing change. All right, let's do. That feels okay. If that's all I have to do for the pitch and putt, let's do that. Let's do the twisted. Hopefully Joe set it up, and try to at least get that in so we don't get booted out of the club. Honestly, it feels fun. Same thing with Stice. It's just fun to be back and like hitting balls and like going back and forth with you guys. I know Stice Man had some of that going with almost a week without power. He's been playing now more frequently in the garage just because when something that you like doing gets taken away, whether it's injury or losing power or anything like that, it's nice when you kind of take it for granted and then you appreciate it more when you're able to do it again. Billy Baroo's chip and putt. All right. Twisted sticks. What are we looking at for the holes? Nice. I picked, maybe I'll save it for the next time. I'm kind of just taking my time through this today, but I selected C-Drum's Willy Wonka course for my league this week as well. So it's on the shorter side. I think almost all the holes are below 100. So I'll be able to, 4-foot gimme, 12 stimp, normal, 59 feet. I'll be able to do, I think, at least my own league. Yo, what's up? Nope. M-Town Barber next round. Happy to make it a round 2. Don't be afraid of beta. I mean, I use it a little bit. I just don't like the way it looks. Whether I'm a creature of habit, whatever you want to say. I know the physics seem a bit smoother. You were saying take a low there. Things look a little bit better. Or not look better, but I think that's, from what Judd said, the way courses maybe look or don't look is placebo effect. That didn't really change anything, but the physics seem better. You don't get those crazy bounces, it seems like. But all right, 54. Try to hit this about 50. 54. Maybe go in the hole. Oh.
F429 Turbo tip $10 through Super Chat.
Appreciate you, Turbo. That's very kind of you. Appreciate you, 429 Turbo. First Super Chat playing in a while. Flying Fat Kid was kind enough to send one the other night when I was streaming, but problem is now with this extra camera, which is cool, I don't have a good place to put my clubs because you'll be able to see them. Fun starter for the Omni. I appreciate it. Only, what is it? 160 more of those. 19, well, basically 20 up to 32. Let me, appreciate you though. That was very kind of you. 160 more. TK in the house. Does size matter? No, it depends what you're talking about. The size of the snow definitely matters. There's still like 2 feet outside. Could happen. Appreciate you, 429. All right, what is this thing doing? It's been so long. I haven't read a putt in over 2 weeks. We got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, almost 4 going the other way. $12 stimp, 32. Hey now. Yikes. We're chipping, I think. Now we're putting. Whoa. Whoa. We're further away now than we just were. Now this is 23. That thing's on like a hill. 23 up to 35. That's probably not hard enough. Watch this come back. Looking pretty good for Ryan ASU Golf right now. This is how my putting's going to be. $14. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Welcome back to GSPro. God. I may just rage quit. What are we hitting? 5? I've got no feel for putting, but this doesn't seem super friendly so far. Thank God. 6? Tough start. Tough hump, yeah. That wasn't the most friendly start there. 53. I need like a 40. Oh man, 48. Still hurts bending over. I mean, look at this green. Can you guys see that? Like, that looks like a massive. What does this heat map look like? That looks like a massive. Look at that. That's short. And I guess we'll putt. Maybe better with chipping right now. All right, it's actually going the other way, even though that's a low spot. What projector do I have? I don't even know the name of it, to be honest with you. I have it linked. I think it's in the description or some of the other comments. Usually I forgot to do a pinned chat. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. It was like $100 on Amazon. And it looks worse today because I have an extra light. But if you keep it dark enough for $100, it's not bad. Definitely not on the nicer side when you got people out there with 4K laser projectors, but it gets the job done. Get in the circle. Rather not miss this long. We're going to give it one click to the right. All right, we got a par. After a 6. $54. 51 or 53 rather. It's like 48 again. Oh, go get a big bounce. I toe toe chunked it. I'm tired of putting those. It's just chip. Oh. Should have pulled it. I hit the pin. $15 on 12 stimp. It's probably too much. Oh, it stayed. Handicap maintenance this week, I think. Satan Golden Noodle. Can you pull the pin? Yeah. What's up, Shanks in the Shed? I think you're the same Shanks in the Shed. I haven't seen anyone else with the same name, but I think you're the one. You've won my league twice in a row. Throwing up 14 unders, I think, back to back. You can pull the pin if you press the E key for echo. If you press the E key, I think it will work this far, but we'll see. Yeah. You can even pull it from the T. The E key is what pulls it. What clubs am I using? Right now, this is the first time I'm coming back from an injury. So this is the first time I've swung a club in over 2 weeks. I'm just hitting wedges right now, but generally speaking, I have a combo set for my irons. They're approach wedge through 7 iron are TaylorMade P770s, and then 4, 5, and 6 iron are P790s. QI10 LS 8-degree driver, a couple old RBZs for the 3 hybrid and 3 wood. These wedges are just cheap Amazon wedges. I use different ones outside, but those ones tear up the ball in here. Okay, left a couple short. That one was a little long into the deep. Enjoying the league for sure. Well, appreciate you playing. I'm sure you're enjoying it if you're out there winning. You've had some good weeks. 11 uphill out of the deep rough. Could have used a little bit bigger gimmies, I think, for this first round back. I forgot. I was saying that last time when I was out here the past couple times, and I forgot about it 2 weeks ago. But I got to change. Appreciate whoever followed or subscribed, whatever that was. I got to change that sound because that sounds is the same exact one as like a super chat or something, and I always think I'm missing something. All right, 62. We need about 57. Oh, 58. Maybe. Okay. We're back. My computer's not loving this course. Whether it's too cold in here could be part of it, but generally, electronics like the cold. Kind of struggling with this. Temp check. 28.8. It's the big or the small number up top. I'm holding it, so it just went up one. 28.9. 56, that's the humidity. We are about 3 to 4 degrees below freezing currently. I was saying earlier, D-Lud, it's gonna today's on the warmer side. Today's been the warmest day in about 10 days. It's gonna be, I think, until about Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, it's gonna be around like 30, 32, around freezing. And that's on the warmer side. And then the past like 10 days have been 10, 15, 20 degrees outside. Saturday is gonna be, throw a space heater. It won't do anything. It's uninsulated. This Saturday coming up, it's supposed to be a low of like -6. Too cold for this guy. Well, I mean, it's not warm. Don't get me wrong. It's not the most pleasant playing experience. But this Saturday is going to be a low of -6, I think it was, and that's not even with the wind chill. So when you factor in the wind chill, Saturday night into Sunday morning will likely be -10, -15, even -20 if it's windy. Feels weird hitting draws with these wedges. $11. We're playing 12 stimp. Pushed it, and I hammered it. God, that's a bad putt. I am rusty. Rusty. I do have one of those, same one that Boogeyman Bill has. It's a Mr. Buddy, Mr. Keeter, whatever it is. It sits on top of like a propane tank for a grill. The only problem is, though, you go through a ton of propane, at least I do, if you use it. You're out here multiple hours for multiple days kind of thing. You go through a ton of propane, and it's not really, like you were saying, space heater. It's more of like radiant, or not radiant heat, like directional. It works as infrared essentially, and it heats people and objects more efficiently than it does the overall temp. It's like pirate music or something playing. Can you guys hear that music? Oh, here they come. Here comes the pirate ship. Go. I wanted like 60. Get down there. Pretty straight. Good luck wrestling around. Glad to see you back, even if it's minute capacity. Appreciate it, grip and sip. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I probably won't be able to hit driver. Hopefully that this doesn't set me back too much. I had to go out and shovel a little bit yesterday. I've been trying to go easy and not do that stuff, but I got a general flyer in the mail saying from the post office saying that I need to clear more area around the stupid mailbox. So I was out there shoveling left-handed yesterday, which I can definitely feel. So it's probably going to be at least another week or two, maybe 3 weeks before I hit driver. And even that'll probably be probably a week of like chipping driver out there, like 130, 140 ball speed type of stuff, unfortunately. Oh boy. Bigger infrared above your head, like Top Golf. Boogeyman Bill's dog sitting, playing a fire up your heater once the dog goes back home. Could be worse though. At least I have power. That's what did it, because I have an electric start on the snowblower, but when I was without power, I couldn't use the electric start, so I had to try to pull start that stupid snowblower, and then try to do the same thing with the generator. That's what got me, I think. A couple hundred for the bigger ones. I feel bad too. I had to message Murph. Murph was kind enough to get me into the money event for Twisted, and that was like right before I went down for the count. So I think Captain Frank was kind enough to hold it until I get back, but that may be a little while until I'm like actually trying to compete and win something. It's short. Need like 50. Yeah, no insulation over here. Using when I'm healthy. I appreciate it, Murph. It was a nice gesture. And I like my chances. I was playing halfway decent. I mean, all of us play so much, so I feel like my game was in a decent spot. And now it's going to be like, I don't know. Try not to even think about it. It's going to be like so rusty and bad on top of having to be able to swing more conservative and easy on top of it. So it's like, I don't know. It feels like it's going to be forever until I'm like actually playing well again at full capacity. But 21. Just hit another putt about 10 feet past. It's probably a good idea. Whew. Finished 12th with 0 closest to the pen. You won $6 somehow. Appreciate the follow, Mark. Rogue. 54. Gonna hit this about 49 or so. Sounds like the Pirates are back singing. Too much. Oh, nope. Never mind. That's where the field's at. I thought that was going to be like 10 yards too much. And it was 3 yards short. Music. I will say, it did seem like the beta for the limited time that I used it It was easier to aim on the putts. It wasn't as sensitive to where the mouse goes or the aim stick goes all over the place when you're using a keyboard. I did like that. Hey, we got a birdie. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get this back to even by the back nine. Maybe. Sad thing is, too, I kind of want a Diet Coke right now, but it's literally so cold, they just freeze. They just turn into a slushie and you can't even drink them. $49. We got media night tonight for the Super Bowl. Players and coaches and all that. They do kind of like their opening ceremony type of thing. They'll all be answering questions. I'll be looking forward to watching some of that. Patriots had a send-off rally, whatever you want to call it. Keep it in my pocket. I'm trying to think. What's that in reference to, Whiskey Rich? The way short. I watched some of that rally parade, whatever you want to, presentation gathering before they left. Oh. Not going to break more than that? Maybe. Maybe one more. Chat's acting up. Unless something happened with the stream. You're still alive? $48 down to $47. Need like a 42. $47. Spin hard. Spin really hard. Spin. Ooh, look at that. 10,000. I don't usually get that much. What's up, C Drum? I saw you and Luma went live. That was right. I took my dog out and I was setting stuff up. So out of the loop with some of this stuff, I felt like I had to remember like 10 extra things to set up. This is down about 3 or 4. I need about 50, 51 maybe. That's way too much. Not ideal. $15 out of the rough. It wasn't working right, so you stopped it, shot 17 under. You guys in first place, I'd assume. Day one. Up to 18, probably 20. So I need like 15. 23. Sit. Yikes. Push it again. Better speed, but a pushy push. Cardiovascular injury. Well, we hit a number. I wanted 60. Whew. I think I pulled that a little. All right, we're back to even. Back to even. 53 up to about 55. And I am in first place because no one else has played this. Spin. Not much spin. This thing's kind of snapping. A little snappy snap. What's up, Stabby? First time playing in about 2 weeks here. A little over 2 weeks. And I'm kind of feeling it, to be honest. May have to stop after this. Oh, no. But want to push it, I know. Stav, you should hop over to the other. I'm doing something a little bit different. It doesn't really look any different on your end over there. Hop over to the other platform on the landscape stream, and you can. I'm doing something a little bit different. I've been excited about it. Cool little course. There's some challenging. That first hole was brutal. It probably seems a lot tougher to me because I haven't hit a shot in so long. So I don't think it's necessarily the easiest, but that's skewed. I could probably play anything and make it seem hard right now. Go. I wanted 60. Yeah, check it out. I was saying earlier, I had the idea and figured it out like 3 weeks ago, and I've unfortunately had to kind of wait on it to unveil it. But that would have got to red figures. That's a bad push. At least it's on the shorter side, though. I do appreciate that. Probably need about a 55, 56. Go. All right, I can miss that from there. This thing is snapping. Caw. 65 down to about 63, so I need like a 58 or so. No, I don't think people are asking. People are saying the same thing, Stabby. I don't think down the line will work. I don't even remember. I think I tried that first because that's where the camera initially was, and I don't think it worked very good because of the projector. So I moved it over here. But that was like I said, like 3 weeks ago when I was testing stuff. I'm pretty sure I tested that first and it didn't work very good. Not perfect, but I thought it was pretty cool. Go. It's 3 yards short. There's a couple ways you can do it, but the way I have it here, this is the most reliable. Try that maybe. Oh no. That thing snapped. All right, honestly, if I can just par this, try to get a birdie, but if I can par it to be 1 under, not mad at it. $55. Need about 50. $52. Spin. Oh! Oh! Should have pulled the pin. That almost went in. Well, there's a birdie. 2 under. I don't hate that. Take a look at the stats. That would have been a cool way to finish. 8 par, 7 birdies, 2 bogeys, 1 double plus. Better on the back nine. 29 putts, 38 minutes. That's pretty long for a pitch and putt, but 14 out of 18 greens in regulation. First hole was rough. We figured it out though a little bit on the back. How long have I been live for? Hour and 12 minutes. Do a little bit of putting practice. I was going to run to the bathroom quick. We'll practice some putting. So hopefully I make it past round 1 in the tournament. Nice finish almost. Still good. Thanks, Bogeyman. Give me 1 second here. We'll start doing this at Luma's Putting Center. Wait, where's my auto aim? You don't have it for the tees? Yeah, I just did pitch and putt toast. This is the first time I played. At least the dog does. See you, Bogeyman. Thanks for stopping in. Practice the Loma at the putt. So I was thinking about that, Whiskey Rich, but I didn't do the whole side load thing. So I didn't really want to do that on the fly. This was the first thing that I thought of that I actually had. Give me 1 more second. All right. I think all the projectors and the lights and stuff are helping. We're up to 29.8. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, you can do it without the online match? You don't have to sideload it, really? All right, we'll do that. Loma Club at night, you said? Local match. Do I need to delete it and then re-download it? Because I think, yeah. I like that course. I leave the ones that I like. That's a fun little par 3 if you're actually playing, if like friends and family come over. How'd the other camera look on the course? I was looking at it here. You can see the mat. When I switched from beta, this is the first time I loaded up GSPro in like 2 weeks, Whiskey Rich. So I did the couple tests when it first got released, and then I switched back to beta because we were all still back to stable. That's what we all were using for like online matches. The last time I played was over 2 weeks ago with Big Dog for the scramble, and we used stable. So this is the first time I set everything back up. I just left it on stable. I'm not a huge fan. I know the physics seem a bit better. I'm just not a huge fan of how some of the stuff still looks on beta from what I've seen. All right, play, putt course. We'll go 5-foot gimmies. We need the practice. I think they said Thursday. Did they say Thursday pins? It was Sunday, but I think they changed it. Normal 11. I'm going to turn this on. I don't know. It probably won't work off the tee, but that'll save me from having to walk back and forth and aim on the rest. 38 here today. Roads are a mess. Force realism. Mine's all the way up anyway, so that doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything for me. I just have the auto aim turned on. It's the only thing. The force realism only does anything if you have it normally for like your local play or the range. If you have it turned down to make it more forgiving, that's the only way that it would change anything. Mine's like on full realism anyways, so even though it said player settings, it's still the same. I don't know if there's a way to change it to a default to the other one, but I know all the tournaments do anyways, so. Love the putt out, no gimme. Yeah, I mean, the square is good enough too. Realistically, if you have like a 2-foot putt, you literally just tap it as easy as you can. The only issue is when some people's launch monitors can't do it, and if there's still some break on a 2-foot putt. I know that's the case in real life, but those can get a little bit frustrating in the sim, in my opinion. Toast, if you're still in here, I went really, really light, but yesterday was the first day I lifted in like 2.5 weeks. I did buys, tries, and shoulders. I'll probably give it another day or two, and then maybe try chest and back. It's going to be probably a pretty long time before I do leg day. That's not hard enough. That's not hard enough. I'd be one down if we were playing right now, most likely. Just played 12 stimp too. Doesn't exactly help. Whew. Coming for you, Ryan. Coming for you. Come back now. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Wow. That was good speed, and that was 0-0. Are we doing force place next week? Back to work tomorrow since Christmas. This up 9. 38. Man, it's cold out here. Yanked it, and that's not even close to hard enough. Oh, now we got the auto aim. You just can't get it off the tee. So even this one, 9 up to 12. If you draw a straight line, that looks like it's almost aimed outside the cup. That was one thing that they said they fixed or improved on the beta. Sometimes these aims aren't the best, despite being auto aim. Honestly, I probably should have started with this. Hindsight, instead of hitting wedges, but a little bit firmer. That was close. Was this down 16? Great month off. I'm looking very jacked. I'm looking fat. Not doing anything for 2 weeks. Wow. $18-footer. Got a doggo over there. We were talking about that the other day. Chat's acting up again. We were talking about that the other day. Different levels of hole-in-ones. That's probably the lowest level. Hey, putting hole-in-one. That's probably below. That's a simulator putting hole-in-one. You have to put like outdoor miniature golf putt, probably ahead of that. Oh, I forgot. All right. No sound. Forgot the music. Music's is a cool touch, but no bueno for streams. Booyah, baby. Booyah. Didn't hit it. Didn't hit it. It's pretty straight. It's probably too hard. Whew. The pip? Are you saying pitcher and pitcher? Is that what you're saying? You're saying this one over here? That's new. I had the idea like a month ago, and then I probably had it 2-3 weeks ago. I set it up for the first time, but then with the injury, I just something different. Trying to do something different that you guys will think were cool, maybe a little more interesting to watch. I had to wait on it for like 2 weeks. I wanted to show you guys and try it out. So this is the first time. That's why I said what I say. I'm like in GSPro or something for the thumbnail. Go. Go. Not a bad putt. Just a little more speed. That probably goes. Pushed it really bad. Not close to enough speed either. $17 we're on 14. I didn't hit it. My touch is terrible right now. What is this? Really good job by Joe, though. This is super cool. I don't know if that's enough. What is this down? 16? Is this the same one? You play it twice, right? Jeez. Whew. Ah. How's the injury? I don't know. It was feeling better the past couple days. It's not feeling the best today. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I woke up today. I wasn't feeling the best because I had to do a little bit of shoveling yesterday around the stupid mailbox. So I tried shoveling left-handed, and even that I can still feel it. Pushed it and hammered it. Nice thing, though, in terms of the injury, not being able to do anything, really. The Patriots are still in it, so Patriots have been fun to keep up with. At least staying somewhat, I wouldn't say busy, but at least entertained by the Pats. If you're betting on the Super Bowl, Toast, you were following the NFC most of the year. I know the Seahawks are good, and they're favorites for a reason. If you were betting on the Super Bowl, would you take? Last I checked, it was 4.5 was the line. Would you take the Patriots plus 4.5 or the Seahawks minus 4.5? Personally, I think, and I'm hoping that the Patriots will win by like a field goal. It's just tough to know what's going to happen. Like it could be another super low scoring game. It could be like 35, 40 points each, kind of like just air it out. I know that's how the Seahawks kind of play, but it's tough figuring out. Realistically, it'll probably be, I guess, somewhere in between, maybe like 20-20, somewhere in there. Break. Not a bad looking scorecard there. Darnold's gonna melt down. He hates the Seahawks messing with my life. I know it sucks. I was saying I had a funeral for a family member a couple days ago, and someone was asking how I was doing. I was like, well, I mean, it kind of sucks. Like you wake up, and I love golfing and I love working out, and you can't do either of those. So it's like, but I gave it the 2 weeks. You look up online what they suggest and what the average like recovery is, and they say the first 2 weeks you don't do anything, and then like weeks, really 2 or 4 through 6, maybe even longer. It's like light activity, like walking. I think like hopefully swinging wedges easy kind of falls into that, but if you're gonna bet, you bet on Vrabel. I like hearing that. All right, folks. I think I'm going to wrap this up. And I don't know about tomorrow. I want to ease my way back into it. But I'll have to check with Ryan to see when he wants to play. If it was up to me, I would prefer middle to later of this week, just so I can get used to putting again after a couple weeks. But I may be doing that putting tournament, and then we'll see. Maybe Wednesday maybe take tomorrow off and not swing. Maybe Wednesday do the same thing with wedges. But light stretching, I've been trying to do that too. I've been trying to be careful though, Toast, with the stretching. Like, you don't want to go too much, right? And then that could be part of it too. I've been stretching a little bit more, and then you're kind of almost re-aggravating a little bit. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the cool little camera. We'll stick with it for a while, and then you guys can let me know if you prefer the other way or not. But just trying to do something different to keep you guys entertained and try to stand out maybe a little bit. But really appreciate, I think it was 429 Turbo, I believe it was the username, sent the $10 super chat earlier. Really appreciate it. Listen to my body, I know. My body's not super happy with me right now, so that's why I'm shutting it down. But we'll see. Hopefully things improve and I can get back out here on a more regular basis, hopefully. But appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next one.